Typical day. I guess a typical day was a day like today. Getting up and getting prepared. I work at Richmond University Medical Center. My job duties are to clean about 20 to 25 patient rooms. Then, maybe I'll get a phone call from home, my daughter, the kids are bickering. I mean, it goes on. It doesn't stop. Or having to clean up, do laundry, cook dinner, so many things. So, it's like no breathing time. You feel like you're just consumed with all these different things coming at you.
I've been working since I was 13. My first job was doing laundry in the laundromat for $1 load, right? So I always had a job. I was doing something. My hardest struggle is competing with somebody that has credentials that I don't have, because the things that I know, I learned by doing, not by going to school. I didn't get a degree in it. I lived it. That's the difference. People can talk about war, or you can be in the trenches and fight the fight, and that's what I've been doing.
I was born and raised in New York City. I grew up in public housing. I didn't have role models that were in government. I didn't see a lot of women involved in government. And I'm the very first woman who's held a position of conference leader in the history of New York State's legislature. Women hold up half of the world. We are the experts in what we need, and we cannot sit on the sidelines and allow other people to take our voices or to speak for us.
My daughter was just 2 years of age, and I was working part-time. I was going day to day trying to find out who can watch her. One day I was working, I got a phone call from my brother stating that he had to leave. It was my brother watching my children, and he had to leave. So I kind of, in a panic, just left my workstation and I went home to get the kids and bring them back until my shift was over. But because it was a half an hour that I was gone from my job, they suspended me for 7 days.
We're in this place now where women are in the workplace. They're principal breadwinners, and yet with the responsibility of caring for children, need a place to make sure the child is safely taken care of while they're working.
And it took for me to experience and go through the struggle of almost losing my job to realize that my benefits had a child care fund where they give you a voucher and they pay for a portion of whatever it is you have to pay. And I filled out the application. And that's all it really was a matter of, someone informing you and telling you, hey, listen, there's a voucher out there. There is some help.
I mean, the reality is that if you know better, you do better. And there's such a large concentration of families, of women who, if given the proper information, along with a safe living environment, will contribute greatly to the society.
I've lived in project-based housing my whole life. For a little while, I was living paycheck to paycheck. I'm here until I can dig myself out, because I feel like I can't afford to take the risk of leaving and not having any place to really stand, firm on my feet. I'm still raising, young adults, and I want them to have stability too. And I'm gonna be there soon, but I had to get my bills in order, which I did, thank you very much, and build up my credit again. And then from there, I'll be in a better position once I get a better job.
Women need to make sure that they have affordable housing, that they are able to access affordable and quality health care, that when they walk onto the job playing field, that they are getting fair pay and they are treated equally, that they're not discriminated against because of pregnancies, and that there are really the same set of rules governing what happens in that workplace. So clearly, as many women as we can encourage to really be active in making those realities part of our current landscape is really, really so important.
There's a lot of worries and stresses, but I try to keep everything happy and positive. Happy and positive. Very difficult. Don't be afraid to speak and share what you're going through. It takes the burden off of you a little bit.
From economic security to health and reproductive rights to expanding opportunities for leadership and career advancement, it's time for women across the country to come together so that all families can have a fair shot. We need to speak out, to tell our stories, and demand the changes we know are needed to respond to the real challenges women face every single day. Take a moment and share this video with your family and friends if you believe that it's time for women and families to get ahead, not just get by.